My wife is in the trauma unit here. She's in serious but stable condition. She was a victim of the shooting at the condo. I want to express my condolences to the 5 people who lost their lives. Not only were they residents, they were my friends, every one of them. Some of them served on the board with me at the condo. And I want to say, we do this thing for our community. We're volunteers. It's about the house we live in. It's about our home. This senseless tragedy could have been avoided. Today, I stand here today with 5 of my neighbors, 5 of my friends who lost their lives. And I'm dealing with my wife, who's sitting, fighting to try to make a full recovery. I want everybody to know that it's not just about me and my wife, but it's about my wife's children, our grandkids, all of our extended family whose lives are going to be affected forever and a day. This is never going to change. Our life has changed. We will never have any sense of normality. Where we go, where we walk, how we live. Our home has been taken from us. I've been hearing about the assailant over and over. And I know that the media needs to make that story. But we need to talk about the victims. We need to talk about gun control. We need to talk about mental health in our society. I'm not saying that those are contributing factors, but those are discussions that we need to be having. Not only as a condo president, but as a national leader, we see assaults in our workplaces. We deal with these things. But we need to have a bigger discussion because it's hit home. We try to have those discussions. But I want to advocate. I'm going to say that I'm going to be on the front and center advocating for gun control. I'm going to be in the front and center advocating for mental health and for victims. Our family has been put into shambles over a senseless act of violence that could have been avoided. We have been dealing with this on the board for 4 years. Things could have changed. It didn't have to get to this point. We need to move on. Please keep our family in all of your thoughts and prayers, like every victim of violence. Please keep my community, our condo, the family of those victims, of the deceased. Please keep them in your minds. And, I plead to the media, let's make this front and center about how victims are impacted. That's the story that I'm here to say today. And that's what I want to talk about. In terms of the criminal investigation, it's an ongoing investigation. I'm not going to comment on it. Let the police determine what the outcome of that investigation is, and we'll deal with the fallout of what that looks like.
What do you want the public to know about your wife? What do you want them to?
My wife was an innocent bystander, which was targeted by an assailant. She's my life. She's my world. Her grandkids, her kids. It's a mother. It's a friend. Her life has changed forever. We cannot undo that here today. But what we can do is make change in our communities on how we prevent this from ever happening again. And that's why I'm here. She's the love of my life. She's my everything. And we're struggling to make her as comfortable as possible. And we hope that she makes a full recovery. But recoveries are not just about the superficial injuries. They're about the mental health component, the PTSD that we're going to have to deal with, and whether we're able to walk into our home ever again. That's what it's about. I have not been in touch with the other victims' families. My focus is here with my wife. I know the media wanted to know what was going on. I thought we should at least have this preliminary discussion. In the days to come, we will make more formal statements from the condo corporation and from the families as this unfolds and more information becomes available.
John, were you home on Sunday night with your wife?
I was with my wife, yes.
Was there a knock at the door?
I don't want to get into it. I was with my wife at the time of the shooting. Okay?
So given a prognosis or so on this point in time? Is that
We're very optimistic for a full recovery. But, this is medical. We don't know how things are going to change and unfold. She's in really good hands in this trauma center. And, we anticipate and expect a full recovery. But what does that mean? A full recovery? Her heals, her superficial heals get better. The scar tissue doesn't show. What about here? What about here? That's what I'm worried about. I don't know what that full recovery means, my friend.